going on? Not going to run this one real long. A little bit tired. I've been going since 4:30 this morning. Sewed for a little bit. When we got back into town, thought I'd jump on here and just conversate with you guys for a few minutes. One online, 2 thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. As I say all the time, the number on the right should always be higher than the number on the left. 7 and 8, what's up? CM125, what's up? Yoder, Second Militia, Ortiz, what's going on, guys? JT, Jonathan Cam, how are you? How is everybody's day? Crams, what's up, buddy? Paul Rivera, Kramer, what's up? Productive day, right on. Red Moose Farm. What do you guys do on your farm? Sanchez, what's up? Yorger, what's up, man? 2 days in a row, still here. Don, yeah, I wonder what happened, why it works now. Reboot the software, maybe? I don't know. No idea. This around, what's it going to show you? Wood, what's up? Kemp, what's up? Those lightweight rigs called. They're not on the website. Carly, what's up? How are you, Carly? I created a new account. Right on. James Ellis, what's up? I signed up for text on Thursday, but I'm not getting any. John Paul Jones, I don't have a clue. We did send a text out tonight. Sent a text out last night also. John Witherspoon, what's up? James Sanchez, what's up? 40 online, 27. Okay, so I posted some pictures of these rigs. Today, I posted 2 pictures, one this morning, and I think there's over 100 comments on Instagram. Like 4 dudes who I've never seen comment before have jumped on and said that this is a copy and that we ripped somebody else's rig off. I'd never even heard of 3 of the other companies. Somebody said that this looks just like T-Rex Arms rig. I looked on their website. They make something that's kind of like this, but it's not. I haven't even looked at a T-Rex rig. I've never even seen any of their products in hand. This first black one, I don't know if you guys remember. I want to say we did that pre-COVID. Like we did a few placards. I've got like 12 different placards floating around here. We did a few Christmases ago. We did a bunch of them. There's a stack of them. Like there's a snow one, and then there's a woodland one. There's a bunch of them. And then we did this wing thing the year after. But I want to say they were all pre-COVID. So somebody tagged some other company. I'd never even heard of them. I don't remember what they're called. And I looked on their site, and they have something that looks like this kind of, and their first picture was like 2020. I don't know. Don't care. But I'm sure they're going to be fucking ass hurt. They tagged that company. Within like 2 minutes, that company got back. It's like, interesting. Whatever. They can, if they want to spend the time, I suppose they can dig through. We showed all this shit on live feeds. I want to say it was on Facebook. We were doing lives on Facebook back then. So I've never deleted anything from Facebook, so all those videos should still be there. Glad to see you. What's up? Chillin'. Been building an unpermitted deck. Right on. Original intent. What's up? Charlie Wood, Covert Rig. Ellis, what's up, man? How are you? We do goats, rabbits, freeze-dried goodies. Right on. We don't do any goats anymore. We had 23 goats. As far as all this homesteading goes in the last 7 years, the best thing we did was get rid of the goats. We have a lot of rabbits. I probably have 100 rabbits here right now. I have over 200 chickens. I have 50 meat birds that are weeks beyond slaughter. We need to slaughter them right now. And then we're bringing in hair sheep on Monday. Labor Day deal. Yeah, so the Labor Day deal, if you spend $65, you got to get the code from the email or the text, and you spend $65, we're going to send you a free handled boot bag, which is a $55, $65 bag value. William Harrigan, what's up? Kit bag 8-mag rig. They're nice, aren't they? Charlie Wood. What did you attach to the front panel last night to expand source? Any placard. You can use any placard. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can do this from here. Okay. I had all this shit with. I actually wore this for a couple hours today, and there's a few things I still want to tweak about it. Like when I had done this one, I never put the attachment points on it. I only attached it to the placard, that had the straps on it. So I never wore this just standalone. The one I did last night can be worn standalone. You can take any of these little mini chest rigs, right? And this you can put on here. So instead of running the slick shoulder straps, you could just attach this now with whatever shoulder assembly that you already have, or a more robust H harness that will attach in like it will on our other chest rigs, and then that'll allow you to run a hydro carrier with it. So then if you want more, right, then you can run a dangler also. Put the 8-mag sack over my Cry precision plate carrier right on. Got my kit bag. I've read all of these. Here's the other rig right here. Ryan Ray, what's up? Yeah, but wait, there's more. There is, but I mean, if you're gonna run all that shit that heavy, like if you're gonna run that many rigs, the bigger rigs will do it way better than trying to make these little rigs do big boy stuff. So the dangler, that's our fupa. That's our fanny pack. You can run this on the chest, or you can run it as a fanny pack. Comes with cross straps, comes with a waist strap. You can strip that off. These buckles will come off. They're repair buckles. You just take them off. So you can take this, put it in place where you want it, and then take whatever rig you're going to run and put that in place just like that. Red Moose, thanks. Hey, thanks for joining membership. How about them guineas, best watchdogs? So we do have guineas. I have, we had probably 20. We had a female hatch out another 20 this year. Of those are probably 12 more, 12 lived. But what happens is when the aerial predators come in, the guineas see those shadows. If the dogs don't see them immediately, the guineas alert like crazy, and the dogs go running to where the guineas are making noise. And the dogs immediately start looking up in the air. So we don't have aerial predator problems either. And the guineas are a little bit of that. Coming down next weekend to work on the shower. Sent Nicole email message. Probably hear back. Right on. I didn't realize that was next weekend. I'm sure she said that. And I said, whatever that weekend is, we will make that work. Put the 8-mag stack over Cry Precision. Okay, I think we've read all these. All right, guys, we can have a conversation about whatever you want to talk about, but I am fucking tired. So have some good conversation. We'll go a little while longer. when the conversation stalls out, I am off of here. I've been going since 4:30 this morning. We went into Nashville, got back here, I don't know, maybe 90 minutes ago. Got a fox picking up my chicken. So you need a dog. And to have a dog that will work properly, you need fences, and fences are expensive. I have more money in fencing on this property than the property cost when we bought it with the building originally. The original cost of the property, I now have more money in fencing. So, but the fences keep the dogs in because your livestock guardian dogs will wander. I have 2 Pyrenees and females, and I have a female Kangal puppy, and I have a male Kangal, still kind of puppy. He's not even 2 years old yet. But the fences keep the dogs in, and the dogs don't wander because of the fencing, and anything that comes across that fence, my dogs kill and eat. They eat possums, they eat raccoons. People are like, the deer eat my garden. We don't have deer, and I have tons of garden. And right on the outside fences, where the game cameras all are, the game cameras see coyotes and deer all the time. They will not come through the fence because the dogs will kill and eat them. Grumpy Acres, what's up? Kangals and Pyrenees, good dogs. Yeah. Pyrenees are great dogs for low predatory load, but I wanted something with a lot more mouth behind it. And we really have the Kangals as a human deterrent. They will work with the animals, won't chase the animals, will protect the animals. My dogs are not pets. They all live outside. They don't ever come inside. During the winter, we used to build these. We would take 10 by 10 dog runs, fill them up with straw, put a dog loo inside, put a fucking doggy bed inside, and the dogs still camped out in the ice. Like, you go pet those Pyrenees during the winter, and their fur cracks because it's frozen. They would rather be out in the snow. They don't want to come inside. They guard the animals. That male Kangal's the biggest dog I've ever seen. Grumpy, he's not even big yet, man. He's probably 150 pounds right now. I'm guessing he'll probably get 175 pounds. The female, she'll probably be between 120, 135 maybe. She's not the biggest female, but she can be super aggressive, but highly, highly intelligent. If you're not familiar with Kangals, just type in Kangal in YouTube and watch a few of the top videos that come up. It's really impressive. Think Anatolian Shepherd, but super trooper, right? It's the government project of the Anatolian Shepherd. That's kind of what it's like. They're bred to protect against bears and wolves. They're also known as Turkish mountain dogs. Favorite thing you saw this weekend? I saw a few cool things. There's a parlor stove that I really like, which would have been, out of a rich person's house or a brothel or a hotel. Old, all cast iron, beautifully refurbished. I'm just not sure about using it, right? Really neat, but it would be more of a decoration. We're bringing in wood burning stuff that'll be way more efficient. If you love cutting wood and you want to waste a lot of wood, use an old stove, right? I heard Tim Toolman say that today and kind of, giggled when I heard that. He's absolutely right. I saw some lodge. It's like a big rectangle piece of lodge cast iron. And it's actually a little stove. You put your coals in this thing or actually put a fire in it. And it has a stacking equal size rectangle pan that goes on top of it. And you can stack them up 2 and 3 tall like rectangle Dutch ovens. Pretty neat, pretty neat. I don't recall ever seeing those before. I've never seen them before. And we were at Lodge last year and I don't recall seeing them at the Lodge factory store either. So I'm going to look into that a little more. I might go back and get that thing. I bought this painting. It's a reproduction, obviously, but I always thought it was cool. This little asshole kid has this magpie on a leash, and then the cats are just waiting to pounce, you know. And then I got this griffin lamp today, and this goat head. I just thought that was neat. We went to the antique show. Well, it's a flea market in Nashville. And it was really small. There was very, very few vendors there. The crowd was very small. And then we went to a couple antique stores. We had a really good steak at Perry's. And then what else did we have? I had a good margarita and some tacos to Uncle Julio's. I got a really cool old brass lighter too. Never seen one like it. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere floating around here. Google user, ISO pouches. I don't know what that means. John Stinson. Looks like he had. Picked up armless parlor chair with picture of it in a saloon brothel in Dodge City about 8 years ago. It's one of my favorite pieces. That's cool, man. Check out Gas Lamp here in Nashville. They have a ton. So I used to have a booth in Gas Lamp. We know Cindy over there really well. We know the girls in there. We were at Gas Lamp 2 today. That's where all the bigger, higher end stuff is. The one at the end. Gas Lamp 1 is the upstairs one, and it has smaller booths. So I actually bought some stuff at Gas Lamp 2 today, and we stood and bullshitted with those ladies for about 30 minutes. You should make tactical dog poop pouches. So you know that the doggy poop bags fit in a film canister, right? Our TK4 pouch holds the film canister, the poop bags perfectly, the roll of poop bags. And when you buy a leash, if you buy the TK4 pouch, we'll actually sew it in place up by the handle for you. You put a lot of special importance on the gates on your. Do you put a lot of special importance on the gate? Should be hardened, reinforced, etc. Yeah, and you're only limited by money. I have a dual Sally port, so we have one gate on the property, a big automated rolling gate, and it opens up, and we can bring a full semi truck with two trailers on. We can bring it onto the property, close that gate, and then open the secondary gate to let it through. So we have a Sally port, and that's so that if we have dogs out and we're coming back ourselves with loads like tractors or something, because we put the dogs out a lot of times, so that people, like if you come and get bit by one of my dogs, you have really gone through some effort to get to where the dogs are that will bite you. So if we're ever coming back with a load, we can open the first gate, pull in, close it, open the second gate, and the dogs can't get out on the road. We also have a big vehicle barrier gate. It's 4-inch square pipe tubing, 1/4-inch wall thickness. It's fucking ridiculously heavy. And it's mounted in a huge, huge block of concrete, and it locks to another post that's equal. So you're not getting through that. I mean, you might bust it down with a bulldozer. You're not getting through it with any kind of truck. And then like when all the COVID shit started, we brought in a lot of concrete block that are 3,600-pound blocks. So we put those at a lot of the entry points, and we also put a lot of debris and shit. Like you're not getting in here. You might get in here with a rock bouncer somehow, but you're not getting in here with a typical truck that's driving down the road or anything. Got my order. Thanks. Great. Tac Medic, right on, man. He just didn't put the information for you to help. Oh, I don't know what we're talking about there. He is in search for pouches. Got it. I like the 4-mag rig. It's really part of something else. Like I made a stack of these things. I think there's 18, 20, 24 of these things, right? We built these little things, and we built these as wings to go on it. This is one we did years ago. that we showed. There's a lot of videos of this. And then last night I put the tabs so that we could actually run it slick. And that's what these guys are butthurt over. Everybody has some company that they love. Somehow they are watching my company also, and then they go and tag these other guys that they have some allegiance to. They've never, and that's what I always ask them. I'm like, okay, so you like this other company, cool. What do you own SOE that you do like? And they go silent, right? They're not here as customers or clients or friends. They're just here to start shit. So that's what the other companies probably asked her about, is that I put these tabs on an existing rig, and fuck them. So that's that. That's the one from last night. I wore this for a couple hours today while we were out running around, and it's comfortable. There's a couple things I would change about it. If you're any skinnier than I am, you're not going to be able to wear this rig. It's just you literally can't clip it in the back. So it needs to open here, and we could use tubes right here. There's another piece of hardware we can use here, or you can have it Velcro over on the front, which makes it more bulky. And that's the fix, and it still needs a tab here, but you can make it Velcro. And if you really want to be able to open it, you could put a piece of 1.5 inch Velcro down here, so you just have a strip top and bottom, so you can open it easier if you wanted to. And then these, I had these, you can see they were pretty flush mount right here, right? And that's a VX6R that's in there right now. That'll hold a mag. So I made those tabs a little bit longer so that these mags will sit lower in the cradle there. And I don't know, we might just put a piece of Velcro in there and let you guys set the depth. I don't know. We usually don't have that conversation when we're designing stuff or refining stuff, because when you put the question out there, hey, what do you guys want? You'll get 100 different answers. And the ones that you go with, they're going to be totally stoked by the rig. The guy that you don't use his suggestion, whether he voices it or not, there's always some animosity there. So we don't really have that conversation with the general public. End user comes in, they're like, we want ABC. We build that, and then that's what's available. Andrea Snow, what's up? Andrea. Have you ever designed any ankle? Yeah, we have. There's fucking 100 people making them. There's some companies out there making them in materials that I'm not working with that I just think are good. We could totally put one out, and we could sell more than we could ever make. And it would be very much like this thing, right? We could literally take these and do an ankle rig out of something like that. Hey, you showed a composition notebook cover a few live streams ago. Yeah, I did. It's sitting in the truck right now, man. I built that thing, showed it several nights on video. I even was live feeding when I built it. Actually, here it is. I guess Amanda brought it in. And not a single person commented or mentioned it, so I never pursued it any further. I just never built them. I thought, and I was totally stoked with it. That's a big patch of Velcro that's open on top, so you can put pins and pencils. I showed that probably a dozen times, and not a single person commented on that, so we just never built them. Think you can get the whole shop on solar? I would not get the whole shop on solar. I would not. I would put in several smaller solar systems first, so they're not all intertwined, so that if we have an issue with one piece, it doesn't shut everything down. Will we have tool aprons? I absolutely plan to have tool aprons, but just like this weekend, right? On Friday, I plan to have a ton more stuff than we actually had, and we have a friend that's going to a USN show coming up next week. So we shut down half of production, and we kicked out 50 zippered knife pouches, but I need 200, right? We need 200 of them that have to ship from here by Tuesday. So while I always intend to, shit happens every day. So with that said, we have a text app. You can get on my website and you will get a text. You'll get a lot of texts. So just be aware. People are like, man, you spam me with these texts. Well, you had to click a button 3 times to get it. And every text that comes out has a unsubscribe button, right? So I say that to say we put, like, every time we build tool aprons, since that's what you're asking about, we send a text out. And when the text goes out, there's only 3,000 people on my text app. 3,000. There's 71,000 on our email list right now. So jump on our text app and we will put them out. If you see one before SRF and you know you want one, I would buy one right then. You could totally wait, but who knows? And we have a swales class going the day before SRF. So we will literally have hundreds of people here before that weekend anyways that will be shopping. So will we have them? I plan to. Will they be here when you're here? I don't have a clue. Hello, Satan. I used to get live notifications. Yeah, YouTube does not like the things I say. I have conversations. If I don't know if you guys can see it. None of my videos are monetized. We put up 3 to 5 videos a day. None of them are monetized, which is a trip, right? Because they make you watch commercials. They just don't give us the monetization on it. They still put the commercials there. So it seems to help if you have a membership. You can get a membership to our channel for $1 a month. Our level 2 membership, it says Thunderdome. It's $5 a month. You get the same perks, right? We do private videos. Members get private videos every week. I think we're doing 3 a week. But at level 2, when you put in, we'll do a video like on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll like ask us anything, right? And then we spent, I think we filmed for 2 hours answering questions this week, and we did a 90-minute video last week. But at level 2, you put in your t-shirt size and your last order number, and we pick 3, 4, 5 winners. People like, we like the best topic, or it gave me the best video to build or whatever, right? The best information I could work with, or I just liked the question, right? So we pick those guys and we send you a free shirt. But we've always sent extra gear, right? So it's typically $100, $75, $100 worth of shit to those winners. And you only get that if you're eligible to be a winner on that at level 2, which is $5 a month. Got an email about new membership video was up. Then when I went to the video, said it was no longer available. Chuck, I don't have a clue, man. I don't know. It could be because I was editing it to put the click-through links. The video that, I don't know what we're talking about. I know a video went up today. So I don't know. We're stoked about coming, whether or not you have the aprons right on. Red Moose Farm, thanks for the Thunderdome membership there. Not an overwhelming amount of text. It's perfectly fine. No, but inevitably, people focus on negative things, right? They are very, very lucky there's not a button on the internet where I could literally just fucking have you struck by lightning, because I would use it every day. Every single day, I would use that button. Think about that. People freely say things because there's no repercussion to their actions. If a man knew when he opened his mouth and said some shitty stuff to another man, that there's a good chance that you more polite. It's shown that where they have just, everybody can carry a gun, there's no crime rate. Like, there is no crime rate. People are not breaking into houses. Where the most restrictive gun laws are, the crime is always the highest because there's no repercussion. Programmed a different notification sound for your text app, and my wife doesn't like it because she knows when she hears it there goes some money out of the account. Casey, man. Can your wife hear me right now? Just tell her, and I hope that you have the phone where she can hear it. If she has time to worry about how you're spending the money that is made for things that will better you, she probably has time for a job. And really, the real answer is, man, find something you love doing and then figure out how to monetize it. And you guys will have enough money to do whatever you want to do. I mean, imagine if you didn't have to do shit for money, right? If you didn't have to make a certain amount of money to pay bills and a certain amount of money to do things. Imagine if you just did what you loved doing and you had 1,000 people that thought that was valuable and would give you $5 a week for that, right? And then once you have eyeballs, once you have even a couple hundred people that find you valuable and are loyal to your company and your business, then they will buy branded merchandise. They will buy whatever your goods are, your services, right? And then you no longer worry about the money. And imagine if you could do that from home and you and your wife were both involved, or you even had kind of separate businesses doing with the same business model. So at the same time, your children were with you 24 hours a day, and you were responsible also for their education and their raising and their molding, right? And then we don't have to send our kids out to have them babysat and programmed by people that literally hate our way of lives. Because most, not all, but most public school teachers, they fucking hate you and me. Stop and think about that. When's the last time you hung out with one of the public school teachers? That's not all of them, but it is for the most part. Liberals don't have kids, they have your kids. When I visit my parents in California, now there are homeless people right in front of the neighborhood. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, man. If you need a new piece of equipment for your gym, check out Hurricane by Soranex, probably one of the most badass pieces, right on. I'm buying hammer strength stuff, and pretty much at this point I'm only buying black or black and red hammer strength, and then I'm buying new Arsenal strength. I'm familiar with Soranex. Needed someone to tell me this stuff 30 years ago, never too late to start. Grumpy. Man, and we had people tell us this stuff, right? But as young kids, we thought we knew everything, right? People always ask me, what would you do if you could go back and talk to your younger self? I would tell myself, and if I could do it at age 20, right? Even if I could do it at 30, even if I could do it at 40, it would still be beneficial. Do everything you do as though it's important. And if you can't do it as though it's important, then obviously it's not, and you don't have time to be doing it. And do everything you do with urgency. You'd be amazed at how much free time you have in your day. And if you do things that are important to you, and you do them in a manner as though they are important, you will love what you do, and you will not be in a hurry to be done with it. There's not a day that I wake up in the morning and go, man, I wish I didn't have to go to work. I have all the things I love doing involved in my work. I'm standing in a 16,000-foot man cave right now. Right now. When I was sitting in prison, Lompoc, federal prison, when I was in prison, I was writing to all the people in the back of Mother Earth News, requesting catalogs and literature. I had a subscription to Mother Earth News, and I had all the anthologies. And I sat in prison dreaming of just being somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And my plan was to buy a steel building. I was going to go to like St. James, Arizona, or Williamson County, Arizona, because property was cheap. You could get 60 acres of property for $20,000, right? When I went to prison, I was making millions of dollars. When I went to prison, I had $120,000 accounts receivable. All they had to do was just do what we did on a daily basis. They didn't have to do anything special or extra, right? So my plan was to come home, buy a piece of property in the middle of high desert nowhere where it snowed, had some ice and a little bit of water, and to build my dream was to build a 40 by 60 foot building. That's 2,400 square feet. I'd put a loft in half of it, and that'd be a 1,200 square foot apartment. I'd always said, if I had a cool workshop or a big garage, I could simply live in a tent. And it didn't dawn on me until I'd bought this property and we'd already built it and we're, moved in here and doing all our shit. It didn't really hit me and dawn on me till maybe a year ago. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. And I did it with zero plan. The day I bought this building, I didn't wake up in the morning. It wasn't even on the radar to buy a property. I was still renting a house. When we found the number for the lady that owned it, she said $190,000. I said, I'll give you $120,000. I didn't have $1,200, much less $120,000. Charles Yorger. Am I slaying your name, man? How do I pronounce your name? And thank you for joining the membership, buddy. Start asking your 10-year older self what he'd like to do now. It's a helpful way to think. Evan Dixon, absolutely. Hey, man, there's a lot of guys asking about your company, man. A lot of guys. I had 2 conversations today about you and your company off social media, face-to-face, in person. One of them with the man that owns the Toyota dealership in Franklin that we buy our trucks from. He's the reason my YouTube videos or any of my social media posts with Toyota in them have 2.5 million views, because when I tag Cool Springs Toyota, he reposts it, and then Toyota Motor Corporation shares my videos. And that man has 12 acres, and he's setting it up as kind of a homestead farm, and his 5-year-old son wants to get some small livestock, some animals. And we had this conversation, and I'm like, man, you should come out and check our place out. These are some of the guys. And I mentioned that you were on our videos, and you were a client, and he goes, so what's the coolest thing you've done? I said, the coolest thing we've done is just having conversations with people and watching them start businesses. Hey, do you think this is a viable business? I don't know, but we're never going to know until you try it, and then we're going to promote it. And you were one of the people that we spoke about. He goes, how do I get a hold of that guy? How do I get those radios? So, I mean, people are hungry for that stuff, man. You have a very viable business, man. Favorite Toyota? I own all of them. Well, I guess I currently don't. So I bought a Tacoma, like everybody buys a Tacoma. And it has a I have TRD Pro trucks, right? So it has a stupid small bed. You can't even put a mountain bike in it. So I traded the Tacoma in for a 4Runner. Badass, love it. We drive it every weekend. Amanda goes to the post office several times a day in it. And then she wanted to pick up some concrete. And I'm like, you're not putting concrete in this brand new fucking 4Runner. So she's like, you should have kept the Tacoma. I go, yeah, I know. It was kind of built. I go, I just need a little bigger truck, right? So I ended up buying the next weekend, I bought a Tundra. So I've had all of them. I've had the Tacoma, I still have the Tundra, and the Tundra and the 4Runner are brand new, year and a half old. The Tacoma's really neat, and I would still like to have one. I would really like to have all 3 of them, just for videos and shit, and tagging and using those hashtags, because we use overlanding hashtags and TRD Pro, and I tag the Jeep guys, and the Jeep guys are like, you should have bought a Jeep, and then the Toyota guys are like, well, you should have bought a real truck, and it gets a lot of eyeballs. It's a lot of eyeballs. Grateful for my Evan Dixon. I have not done anything, man. Let's see what you're about to do, though. You do everything the way you do anything. Yeah, I like to say how you do one thing is how you do everything. And Evan, what you said, the 10-year-old self, right? I think it's very important to have physical movement right now. I look at it as every hour of workout and cardio and strength training that you do now is a day on the end of your life that's better. I had to live it to learn it just the way me too, man. Me too. Absolutely. Ordered up H harness for my micro rig dangler combo. Then I'll be good. Right on. So we build those. So it'll be a couple days, maybe a week or so. So they'll take all those slips, give them to me, and then I will actually bring those over and task somebody with them. So these are all H harnesses right here that are already cut. So we'll take your job order, nest it, and then give it to one of the ladies that makes those, and they'll kick those out. Frank Figueroa, what's up, buddy? Welcome to Thunderdome. Welcome to Thunderdome. Legolas Rice, what's up? When I visit my parents, okay, we've read all these. My body is a tribute to bad life choices and poor impulse control. I'm working on it. All I have to say to that is you're a fucking grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass man. I'm not going to tell you what you should do unless you ask me how to do something, right? And you know how you got to whatever condition it is you're in, and you know how to fix that. And it's difficult, man. I went no alcohol for 6 weeks and looked hugely different in the mirror and changed nothing. Just didn't have a margarita every night. And when I say a margarita, it's 0 sugar. It's about 3 fingers of tequila. It's sea salt, like almost like rock salt, and a 0 sugar lemon lime soda. It's the alcohol converting and metabolizing, right? Tequila is 0 carbohydrates. I drink silver, clear, 0 carbs. That doesn't matter though. It still fucking converts to sugar in your body. And dropping alcohol, dropping drink for 6 weeks, I guarantee you it changed my body composition. 2% body fat dropped. I literally had to put a different belt on at that point, and that was the only thing I changed. Still ate ice cream, still love donuts, still eat carbs. That was the only thing I changed. So, I mean, I get it, man. I absolutely get it. I had a banana Foster tonight. I had a fucking giant bone-in cowboy ribeye. Bone-in ribeye. So yeah, man. And I had 2 margaritas today, right? So I ate like complete shit. I don't fucking regret it one bit. Not at all. I was up at 4:30 this morning. I'll probably sleep in the morning tonight. I'll probably sleep in, get up and get a cardio in, get some shit done, and I don't know. I literally have no plans. I'll probably go someplace and eat sushi tomorrow, and then Monday, I'll be in full effect. I'll be in full effect tomorrow. I'll get a ton of shit done, and I will have a good day tomorrow. No regrets. I've led life dealing with repercussions now. Easy to fix, though. Easy to fix, man. Lazy mofo for years. The worst thing you can do is regret. I don't think he's regretting, man. I think that's just conversation. I've met that man in real life. Can't wait for Self-Reliance Festival. Who in the chat is coming? I can't wait for you to be here, man. Red Moose Farm, man, or Woman. Favorite Toyota. So CM125, what's your favorite Toyota, man? Do you have one? Are you thinking about getting one? You've had it in the past. What do you currently have that you love? And if you could just go get what you actually wanted tomorrow, what would that be? What would you do? We looked at some beautiful Porsches today. Quite a few of them. 2003 Camry runs and runs and runs. Yep. And you're probably not a Target either. Motherfuckers aren't eyeballing your shit everywhere you drive. And I'll bet you get some great gas mileage, and I bet that fucking car will run forever if you take care of it. Camry, want a Tundra. Right on, right on. So how do you get a Tundra, right? Do you know what a Tundra costs, right? And if you, let's say brand new Tundra, right? Or let's say you find a really, really clean or new on the lot 21, right? Because they changed a lot of shit in 22. So let's say you get a 21. And which package are you looking at, right? You say you want a Tundra, so you know what a Tundra is available, right? Are we talking SR5? We talking off-road package? Both of those are good. You talking TRD Pro? $65,000 truck with the addendum they were selling for $75,000. You tell me you want a Tundra though, I can get you a Tundra probably through my guy with zero addendum. So let's say 65,000, right? What do you have to put down? 10,000, 20,000? Are you going to run the loan through your bank? You're going to run it through Toyota Motor Corporation? And then what do those payments look like, right? See, when you say you want something, we're just having a conversation, right? Do we really want it? If you really want it, you have to know what that looks like, right? So let's take that total sum and let's break that down into, say, 5 years or whatever. And then let's break that down into man hours. How many man hours are you working? And how many extra man hours are you willing to work, right? And how could you get that money? So what's the payment on that truck? Let's say the payment on the truck is $1,000 a month. What could you do in one weekend that would make you $1,000 one weekend out of the month, right? What skills do you have? What service do you provide? What are you capable of building that somebody will seek you out to give you money for, right? So everything's doable. It's just how you look at doing it. Catalytic converter plate is essential now. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Especially on the Tundras. They're stealing them like fucking crazy. Absolutely. And there's companies making Under Armour for the trucks and stuff. Yeah, it was a C8. When we walked out of the steakhouse, I'm like, oh, nice Lambo. Like every time I see those cars, every fucking time I see a C8, I do not think Corvette. I think fucking Eurocar. Absolutely love the covert rig. You end up making that definitely. Oh, we're going to make them. We're going to make them. So I'd like to buy 3 of those notebook covers. We'll build some, man. We'll build some, put them up. John, you need a Jeep Gladiator. I have a video right now of a Jeep truck with a conversation with Amanda that I haven't even put up yet. She really doesn't want one. I've seen some really cool ones. It seems like you can put 37s on them pretty easy. I love them built out as an overland rig. I do not have a Jeep problem. I make those videos and post them because it gets a lot of traction. And it's funny. We have fun doing it. Thought the same thing the first time I saw the C8 and love it. Yeah, so when we rolled, Horton did kind of a small private USN show kind of deal, right? Private knife show. And there's probably like 20, 30 manufacturers there on his property. And when we rolled in, before the very first time a Corvette had left Bowling Green, right, or from production or whatever, the first time it actually took a trip on the road, it drove to Horton's. One of his customers is one of the head designers. So I'm like, hey, that thing's pretty cool. I had a camera. He's like, hey, please do not film the inside of this car. And when we got in the car, when we were looking in there, it had all the fucking sensors and shit in there plugged in. It had all kinds of computers in it and shit. So we saw that thing, and when we rolled in, Cody's like, look at that Lamborghini. I go, yeah, I don't know what that is, right? But again, Corvette was the fucking absolute farthest thing from my mind. I love my Jeep Gladiator. I think you would. Right on, man. Right on. Drive strength, man. Have a good night. Have a great day tomorrow. Horton's Corvette's nice too. Horton would probably sell you his Corvette if you wanted it, man. You like that red Corvette? You like that? I guess that one was black and red, right? You like that better than that Tiffany blue GT, that 911? It's not even called a 911 anymore, is it? I guess it's a 997 or something. Pierre sold a really nice GT3 today. Buy the Corvette because it'll soon be electric. I bet it will, man. I bet it will. Then they can just turn your shit off. Oh, you said something on social media? Oh, yep, we're going to turn your shit off. Have you ever been in Facebook jail, right? You ever been locked out of your Facebook? You ever had your YouTube locked out? You ever had your YouTube unmonetized? If the answer is yes to any of that shit, they're definitely going to turn your car off. Z06 will be a hybrid. Thanks for all you do. I'm out for that. Red Moose Farm, man. Can't wait to meet you. And maybe I have met you. I have no idea. I'm in Facebook jail right now. Exactly. Yeah. Who? Me? I don't know. I'd have to drive the Porsche. Oh, you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. You would like the Corvette better. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. And I'm fucking tired. You guys have a good night. We will. I'll be on live tomorrow night. I'll probably have a little more energy, and we will discuss then. We had some videos go up on YouTube today, so check them out. Leave us some comments. If there's anything of value in there, share that with somebody. As well as these videos. Whenever I do these videos, we never erase them. They're all there still. So if you ever need something to listen to, and my voice is soothing to you, those videos are all there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I was late. GB, you didn't miss anything, buddy. Night, guys.